But then they said that.
Yeah.
So you know what? 24. Matthew 10:24.
That whole scripture, that whole chapter, excellent, man. Go ahead.
It says the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master.
Yeah, we're not ashamed to admit we're just like Yahushua. We want to be just like Yahushua. No matter how much you scoffers and scorners talk shit about us, eventually Yahushua is going to make us just like him. That's the goal.
And David was among them. He was Peter.
That's right. You got guys that can't accept that.
Because they're the most High's not dealing with them.
Yahushua ain't suffering with you, that's all. Go ahead.
And the servant as his Lord.
The servant as his Lord.
If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Right, read that again.
It says, if they call the master of the house Beelzebub,
Right, Beelzebub, that's that word means Lord of the Flies, meaning the devil, right? If they have called the master of the house, who's the master of the house? Yahushua, all right? Yeah, you're the master of this house. And this house is going to be destroyed. Right along with you. Go ahead, brother.
it says, Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Right. So we're of his household. We're of the household of Yahushua. So if they call Yahushua the devil, they're going to call us the devil too. And we take pride in that. Call us the devil all you want. Say that we're deceivers all you want.
The Lord said we're going to happen.
Yeah, you're just fulfilling prophecy, that's all. Even when Yahushua heals certain people, they would say, oh, he got his power from the devil. So you could never please. That's why you know that's the same spirit's coming back. Because you can never be pleased. Just like it says, the Son of Man came not eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous. You know, John the Baptist came, I'm sorry, the Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, behold, a man gluttonous. John the Baptist didn't come eating and drinking, they said, this man have a devil. So you can't please certain guys. Yeah, I guess I go back to Psalms. The book of Psalms 2 and 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. That's talking about Yahushua. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Now the word heathen has twofold meaning. It's talking about the nations, but it's also talking about lands. That's why we want you to understand that right there it's talking about land, but it's also talking about the other nation. Because you got, if you're going to have possession of the land,
maybe you got the conceal.
other nations, you're gonna have it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not here.
That's now we can understand Amos, what is it, Amos 9 and 11.
Yeah. That is talking about the land. Because after Edom is destroyed, which pursued Obadiah 1 and 18, 1 and 19, after Edom is done away with, Judah, the tribe of Judah, is going to possess their land. Jackass. But the Spirit of the Lord, Yahushua, is not dealing with you. Yahushua is not sucking with you. That's why you can't get it.
Amos chapter 9 verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
Now back in the day, when Yeshua used to push this a lot, another false prophet went back into the world. He said that the house of David was talking about the tribe of Judah. No, it's not talking about the tribe of Judah. It's talking about the people of Israel that was during the reign of King David. All right? That's what it's talking about. His household. Because you had priests during the time of King David, which were Levites, right? You had all other tribes. They were part of the house of David. It ain't talking about the tribe of Judah. It's talking about the people was talking about all the tribes when they were together, that generation.
It says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
So they refer to us as a house. So we're in ruins right now.
Right.
You know, we're scattered all over the place. You know, in Revelation 11, you know, oh, this so-called Jew couldn't say that he was a so-called Jew or Israelite unless he brought us down. That's why we're not in the meeting. You got Israelite camps all over the planet. Brother, you can even see that, right? When you go on YouTube.
I watch you on YouTube all the time.
Man, but I'm talking about the other camps. The camps that we get on, they're all over the place, all over the planet, man.
Revelation 11 and 2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months. Verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Well, now you got to ask yourself, what does it mean by the great city? The great city is Babylon. All right? I believe it's group 318.
Okay, Luke 3 and 18. For they that wrought in silver
Yeah, that's it.
and were so careful, and whose works are vegetable, they are vanished and gone down to the grave.
That's us. We have vanished and gone down into the grave. And you can continue to read from the 8th verse. Go ahead.
And others are come up in their stead.
Who came up in our stead? These Edomites that call themselves so-called Jews and Christians.
They became us. But notice they don't call themselves Israelites. You know, because the Jew is just out of one of the tribes of the nation of Israel. The Jew comes from Judah. But you got the rest of the tribes to deal with, you know, which makes up the nation of Israel.
This is Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Now that's talking about 70 AD. Vespasian Caesar, Titus Caesar, and later Domitian Caesar. But Vespasian and Titus, they were the two most instrumental individuals in taking down Israel. Right, 70 AD. It tells you about there's a great slaughter. That's in that book too. Nature Knows No. Is that Nature Knows No? No. From Babylon to Timbuktu. It talks about the great slaughter that Esau brought against us in 70 AD. That was our history. And also there's a movie called Masada, and the movie's about Jakes on a mountain tree that made a pact, a suicide pact.
Right?
Okay? That was our people.
Those are Jakes.
Those were Jakes.
That's how proud Jakes is. And they rather kill themselves than to be killed by the hands of the Romans.
Yeah.
And a lot of those Romans were Israelites.
That's what
Go ahead, man.
That's what it means. That's what it means in the curses. That you shall eat your children in the siege. The siege is talking about 70 AD. Now see, polite
Matter of
ran.
fact, go to it.
Right.
Okay, we all that's export. You know?
Yeah, you're the history. Come on up here. You're the history.
He's a history
You're
guy.
the history.
What the brother is speaking about,
Run with it.
you got it right here.
Run with it.
Babylon and Timbuktu, page 84.
It's right there. Come on up.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD. General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
When it says put an end to the Jewish state, it's talking about us.
70 AD.
70 AD. See, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We're Israelites. We're not Negroes. We're not West Indians. We're not Puerto Ricans. We're not Mexicans. We're Israelites. And 70 AD was really the death knell for our nation, man. 70 AD. Since 70 AD, we've never rised as a people. We've never rised as Hebrew Israelites. But that's getting ready to happen.
That's what the Apostle Paul said. You know what I want? The Apostle Paul, exactly. Because a lot of them guys in other camps, if you say, what does that mean? They'll go into some great what? We won't tell you what it means, man. And 70 AD was a major year. Actually, it started in 66 AD. It was a little bit more than 3.5 years. So a lot of times you come across the word that ends up in 3.5 years. It's talking about that period of from 66 to 78. A lot of those guys, they'll read it, but they don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, you had a lot of our people ran into the north part and west part of Africa, and over the years thought they were Africans. But they weren't Africans. They were Hebrew Israelites, man, fleeing Roman persecution.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
That's talking about the so-called white man. He's being revealed to be the devil that he is. And the word devil, that's not a mystical word, all right? It just simply means deceiver. And the greatest deceiver on the planet Earth is the so-called white man. This is his kingdom. The Bible says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He's the one ruling, man. He's the one in everybody's country telling them what to do. The so-called white man. Because this is his kingdom. And he's the one that's going to be revealed by these structures. That's why the elites are so afraid of this Bible. That's why they're so afraid of this Bible, man. That's why they're trying to destroy it. That's why you got clowns like Vocab Malone and Dr. James White, that bald head prick. All right?
I'm sorry, I'm just going to back up to the third one. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Yeah, the falling away was us. 70 AD, we fell as a nation. Right? And then as we fell, Esau came up in there and started calling himself Jews. The so-called white man calling himself a Jew. And boy, are they clinging to that, man.
You had a battle back and forth between them Arab nations, Ishmaelites, and them Edomites. Because when they became so-called Jews, really, that goes back to the Israelites. It was the Israelites that made them, even prior to Kagan Bullitt, I'm saying his name, right? Even prior to that, it was these Israelites, these high priests, John Hyrcanus, he forced him. He said, "Look, you're gonna be Jews." So that's where you get the Herodians from. They actually thought they were actually teaching their children that they were actually Jews. And guess what? They look like Jews, man. That's why Yahushua spoke about the wheat and the chaff coming together, and at the end they should be separated, man. By the end.
Yeah, because they started intermarrying with our kind, our people. Like an example of that is Herod. He looked like a Jew. In other words, he looked like a so-called Negro, but he was of the seed of Esau. He was of the seed of Herod, Antipater. And that's why Yahushua called him a fox. Yahushua called him a fox. Because he looked like us, but he really wasn't of us. Because when you look up the word fox, it means a clever, sly person. All right? So you got to know the history, man. Go ahead.
This is Luke 21 and 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
You can find that account of that book. You can find the account of that book here, From Babylon to Timbuktu. It goes into the account of what happened, the history, right?
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And this is talking about the other nations. You know, there's another account where it speaks about the time of the Gentiles. That's talking about the Israelite foreigners. This time of the Gentiles is talking about the other nations. You know, because the land of Israel has been trodden down by every other nation. Even as we speak right now, you have Jerusalem is cordoned off into 4 different sections.
right.
You know, I believe you have the Armenian section, the so-called
Who's there,
Jews.
Israelites?
Right, there's like the so-called Jews. Then you have the Muslim quarters, and you have the Christian quarters.
You got Moabites over there.
Yep.
Claiming to be Jews and Arabs.
Yep. So all them nations.
Yep. You got the Sephardic Jews, which a lot of them are Israelites. You got the Philashers, which are not. Those are Cushites.
Shots, guys, fight
To top it off, in our land, you got all kind of madness going on in our land. You got the nude beaches. Now that's supposed to be the holy land. You got Pink City, Tel Aviv, and that's supposed to be the holy land.
You had a big MMA event out there in Israel last night in Tel Aviv, the Bellator. I'm watching the damn Bellator. I said, wait a minute, he's supposed to be the champion. Why are they fighting on the side?
That's why Yahushua said Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. It's the main Gentile that took Jerusalem over is Esau.
And there's a double meaning there.
Right.
We are also known as Jerusalem.
Show you that.
Yeah, I was reading that. Matter of fact, I put that on the cover for it for my good friend, Faithful to the Devil.
Yeah, we were trodden down when we were brought into slavery because we represent Jerusalem. And in the book of Baruch it says we were sold into captivity because of our wickedness. As a matter of fact, I got the book of Baruch right here. I'll just read it real quick. Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
You know, when you get a chance, you got to read the whole chapter. Baruch is out of the third chapter, fourth chapter, and the fifth chapter. Let's read that straight on through.
Okay, Baruch 3 and 1. O Lord, almighty power of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit, crieth unto thee. Oh, that
And
sounds
then
like
that's us. That's us. Go ahead.
Hey, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful.
And we're asking the Most High to have mercy on us. Go ahead.
Yeah, for thou art merciful.
We have to go on 7.
And have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee. There it is. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Now, when you think of the dead Israelites, we're in a dead state, a dead condition. In other words, mentally, spiritually, you know? Big dead bodies, yep. Well, read that, matter of fact.
Revelation 11 and 8.
You go ahead and read that.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Right, the great city is talking about America.
Keep an eye on it.
Dead bodies mean not physically dead, but spiritually dead, mentally dead. A scripture that goes with that is Proverbs 21 and 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Right?
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Now, what's the great city? America. In the Bible, it's called Babylon. Also, it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon, pursuant to Isaiah 47, Nahum, 3rd chapter. It's also known as Sodom, spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon, Nineveh,
Assyria.
Syria,
Yeah, America.
Egypt. Yep.
America wears many hats. Many spiritual hats.
Which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah, that's the key word there, spiritual. That's how you know it's talking about America. It ain't the actual place. Because the key word there is spiritual. Because America has the spirit of Egypt and also the spirit of Sodom. Sodom was what? A bunch of homosexuals and lesbians. That's what Sodom was known for. That's what it was destroyed for. Right?
Yeah, and you got like to read on down, like you said that they're really dead spiritually dead. When Jacob's walking up and down the street, they have no clue or no idea who they are. You know, first we just say that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know, so they're walking around in a blind state, thinking they're African, thinking they're black, thinking they're Egyptian, thinking that they're Puerto Rican, thinking that they're Afro.
So why are we walking? Why are we walking?